Hi, it's Diane from Style Falcon. This is intending to be the first of what I'm hoping to do a weekly, quick little 5-minute video blog just about what's going on in my studio for the week. A lot of people want to know what's going on from week to week and want to have a little behind the scenes view of what it's like to run a little pattern business like Style Falcon. So I thought I would just do this every week if I have the time, not only to just share a little bit, but also just to keep myself accountable for the things I have going on. So today, this is the first week in January 2026. And the truth is, what's going on is a lot of kind of boring stuff. So behind the scenes things are just not super exciting, but at the first of the year, there's always boring stuff like doing the books, taking care of taxes. I got my Connecticut sales and use permit tax stuff filing. I had to take care of all of my end of the year closing out my books, all my sales information, getting set for all the taxes I have to pay. Just so you know, you have to, because I'm in Connecticut, I have to pay sales tax for Connecticut, but also in some foreign countries, you have to pay sales tax on digital patterns. So like in Europe, for example, I have to collect taxes for Europe. I have to collect taxes for some other countries. So that all has to be collected and remitted to those jurisdictions. That all just takes time. It's not super exciting, but it does have to be done. And the best way to do it, I find, is just to get it done as quickly as possible so I can get on to the fun stuff, like working on new patterns. I am working this weekend on the next pattern that's going to be going out for testing really soon. It's the Daring Duster. These are the flats, the technical flats, which I'm still working with the designer to just finish tweaking them. But there's either a straight cut gilet style vest or a sleeved version with a couple different pocket options. Woven fabric, sort of a sheer, lightweight woven fabric type design. There was a lot of requests for some other woven fabrics and also some toppers, that third piece, but something that was light, something that was easy to wear, that wasn't going to be heavy, that wasn't going to be hot, but something that would be light, that would be airy, that would have some motion and some drama and fun, that would be really a versatile piece. Excited about that. It'll be going out for testing shortly, just working with the designer on the last bit of that information. So excited about that one and looking forward to getting it out for you in the spring of 2026. A couple of other things that are going on around here. I have just a little bit of analytics that I was doing on the past year. You may be interested to know that the most popular two Style Falcon patterns were both of my pants patterns, the secret jeans trousers and the diamond hem trousers, which just goes to show that a lot of people think you can't sew pants. Pants are too difficult. People don't want to sew pants, but in fact they do. I think that when I did all of my talking with people who sew and people who like to sew and like to wear what they sew, everybody said, I live in trousers, I live in pants. People are sometimes worried about sewing them. They hear that they're too hard to sew, but they're not hard to sew. They can be a little hard to fit, but I think that what people have learned is that it's worthwhile. And my belief is that it's worth spending the time on the thing that you're going to wear the most. And if you find that you're living in trousers, you're living in pants, it's worthwhile to spend the time on those sorts of things. So the idea in my mind, and I'm wearing my secret jean trousers right now, in fact, is that spend the time on the thing that you're going to wear. Spend the time on the thing that you're going to live in. And if that happens to be a pant, a trouser, go for it. And so that's why you have the secret jean trouser, which has the elastic in the back, is comfortable. It's got the extra room in the belly. You can make a dress trouser or a mock jean, or you've got the new diamond hem trouser, which is the stretch trouser, which is comfortable. You can make it of a ponte or some other kind of a high stretch fabric, which is easier to fit and easier to wear. You can give both of those a try. I'm really excited about them, and it just goes to show that I think I'm on the right track there. So I'm excited so you could be interested to know that. A couple of other little analytics things. The US, the UK, Canada, and Australia where most of my customers and my web traffic was coming from. I get a lot of people that are kind of curious about that, and there's also quite a few from Europe and some from South Africa and a few other places around the world. So we are a very diverse group of people. So it's really exciting to to continue to grow that that group of people. And a couple of other things that I'm interested in. I'm looking into events for next year. I have a couple of different trade shows that I'm looking into going to. H&H Americas, which is in Chicago in May, and also PatternCon, which is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia this year, and that is in, I think it's in August. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to do one or the other. I haven't decided which I'm going to do yet. I did H&H a couple of years ago, and I did PatternCon last year. PatternCon was really great, and I'm kind of leaning more toward that, but I haven't decided yet. Also, here in January, I am sponsoring the My Makes for the month in January on Instagram. If you've participated in that in the past, you'll know that that's a really fun event. On Instagram, all you have to do is just, at the end of the month, just post what you made on Instagram, and then there are tags, and you have to follow the rules for it. It's really pretty simple. Just follow the maker, the organizer of it is So Much Design, and you can just follow her on Instagram for the info on that, or just go to follow me on Instagram, and you'll get the info on how that works. And there are prizes, and one of the prizes is a free Style Falcon pattern. So please check that out. I'm gonna go back to the computer to finish taking care of taxes and all kinds of boring things like that, so that I can get back to doing some sewing and designing and the things that I'm excited about. I hope that you all had a happy new year, and looking forward to seeing a lot more of all of you in 2026. For now, this is Diane for Style Falcon. Thanks for watching.